Every relationship has a story. Some end with laughter, others end with silence. But every story leaves us with something to learn. Welcome to Heart and Mind Stories. Today's case explores one of the most painful experiences in modern relationships: being left without an explanation. This is episode 4 of Understanding Relationship. Have you ever stared at your phone, waiting for a reply that never came? Yesterday, everything felt normal. Today, your messages are ignored. Your calls go unanswered. No goodbye. No explanation. Just silence. Why do people disappear from someone's life without saying a single word? Today, we'll explore the psychology behind ghosting and why closure isn't always something that another person can give. Mia meet Christopher on an ordinary Sunday afternoon. It started when a simple conversation. One message became another, then another. Before long, they were talking every day. Every morning, there was a good morning. Every evening, a good night. Somehow, a stranger became the first person she wanted to talk every day. Weeks turned into months. They laughed over video calls, shared childhood memories, talk about dreams, even imagined places they wanted to that they can visit together someday. For the first time in a long while, Mia felt hopeful. She believed she had finally met someone who genuinely understood her. Then, little things began to change. His replies became slower. The long conversations turned into short answers. Instead of asking, "How was your day?" he simply replied, "Busy." Mia tried not to overthink it. She told herself, "Everyone gets busy." So she gave him space. A few days later, she sent another message. "I hope you're doing okay." No reply. She waited until the next morning. Still nothing. She checked her phone during lunch. Nothing. Before going to bed, she looked one last time. Silence. Days turned into a week. The messages remained unread. The calls were never answered. There was no goodbye, no explanation, only silence. At first, Mia blamed herself. Did I say something wrong? Was I too needy? Did I expect too much? She replied every conversation in her mind, searching for the moment everything changed. She reread old messages. She smiled at memories that now only made her cry. How could someone who once cared so deeply disappear without saying a single word? Weeks later, Mia stopped checking her phone every few minutes. Not because she had all the answers, but because she slowly realized some questions may never be answered. One evening, she opened their old conversation for what she hoped would be the last time. She smiled sadly, not because the story had a happy ending, but because she finally understood something important. Closure wasn't hidden inside one final message. Sometimes closure begins the moment we stop waiting for one. She closed the chat, put her phone down, walked outside. The rain had finally stopped. For the first time in weeks, she looked up instead of down. She took a deep breath and quietly whispered to herself, I deserve someone who chooses to stay. And with that, she took her first step forward. Mia's story isn't unique. Every day, people are left with unanswered questions after someone suddenly disappears from their lives. But why does ghosting happen? What makes someone walk away without a single explanation? Let's look beyond assumptions and explore what psychology can teach us. First, some people avoid difficult conversations. Not everyone knows how to end a relationship. For some, disappearing feels easier than facing an uncomfortable conversation. While that choice may reduce their own discomfort, it often leaves the other person confused and hurt. Second, fear of conflict. Some people worry that honesty will lead to arguments, guilt, or emotional pain. Instead of communicating directly, they choose silence. Unfortunately, silence often causes even more pain than a difficult conversation. Third, emotional immaturity. Healthy relationships require emotional responsibility. Ghosting can sometimes reflect a person's difficulty handling uncomfortable emotions or making difficult decisions. It doesn't always mean they never cared, but it can show they struggled with ending things in a healthy way. Fourth, changing feelings. Sometimes feelings genuinely change. Instead of explaining those changes, a person may withdraw little by little until they disappear completely. That doesn't make ghosting kind. It simply reminds us that people don't always communicate their emotions well. Fifth, the search for closure. One of the hardest parts of ghosting is believing the other person holds all the answers. Sometimes closure doesn't come from receiving one final message. Sometimes it comes from accepting that another person's silence itself unanswered. Last, self-worth after ghosting. Being ghosted can make someone question their value, but another person's choice to disappear does not determine your worth. Your value isn't measured by whether someone stayed. It's measured by who you continue to be. The lesson of this is ghosting leaves questions that may never be answered. But healing begins when we stop chasing explanations that someone isn't willing to give. Healthy relationships are built on honesty, respect, and communication. If someone chooses silence over sincerity, remember that their actions reflect their choices, not your value. Have you experienced ghosting? Or have you ever ghosted someone? What do you think causes people to disappear without saying goodbye? Maybe the story reminded you of someone, or maybe it reminded you of yourself. Whatever your story may be, thank you for spending these moments with Heart and Mind Stories. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy meaningful stories and relationships psychology, subscribe to Heart and Mind Stories, because every relationship tells a story, and every story leaves a lesson. Some relationships don't end because love disappears. Sometimes they end because people slowly stop choosing each other. In our next case, we'll explore why even good relationships can slowly fall apart. Join us for the next episode.